Maggie says, "Good morning, everyone." Why, good morning.
Morning, everybody.
How is everybody today? Saturdays are usually pretty great. Even when we have to work on Saturday, the good news is most people have Sunday off.
Yes.
So we know it's the end of the week. And by the end of today, it'll be a relaxing, fun evening. And then we have Sunday to look forward to. So we hope everybody is doing well today. Look at that. Geez.
I know my hair is wilding today.
Yeah, there you go. Um, so I don't know if you caught our yesterday's video on the turtle release. That was a
Yeah.
lot of fun, and uh, we kind of snuck in Sue and Henry. Sue and Henry spent a couple of weeks with us boondocking on our property. Sometimes, if you notice some of the pictures, you'll see two RVs. You'll see our truck camper, and you'll see a Class C motorhome also on our driveway. And we were hoping to actually have Sue and Henry here, but they were kind of stuck with family commitments,
Right.
and so they said they will try to make it, but so far they couldn't make it. We hope to have them on. I think actually they're a little shy on coming on. They're a little bit reserved, but maybe they'll show up in the chat later on. But we were hoping to get their commentary and their impressions of their experience going down to Baja in their Class C motorhome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So it'll be a different drive. It would have been a different drive for them than us in our truck camper.
yeah, and they took their times. They went a
They
lot
did.
slower than us
Yeah.
since we don't really drink, so we didn't do the vineyard tour. And I think they spent some time visiting vineyards
They did. Yeah.
and uh, and so our objective was really driving down the coast, the west coast, so Highway 101 and through the Oregon Trail. Well, I think it's called the Oregon Trail,
Right.
and
So.
and Highway 1 California to hug
Yeah.
the coast. And so that was a big bucket list for us to get that done.
You're seeing double because it's easier to have two cameras.
It's kind of the layout. If I go like
You're not
this,
having a stroke.
so if we go like this, then we kind of don't see our background
Yeah.
layout. But we're also, so we are kind of testing our uh,
The split screen.
the split screens, and this one is the best because we can see
Then you
our
can.
we can,
I guys, I like seeing the ocean. So
so this way we can kind of give you the view of the ocean, and we can kind of promote our charities.
it makes me feel like we're still on the land. So
So I will go to the commentary. Good morning. So good morning. So I'm not sure the ZX24 me. I don't have quite my friend list up. Let's see, ZX.
I couldn't remember your name.
Yeah, we don't have your name on our guest list.
Oh, yeah, there's no name there. What's happening?
So, um, and then of course, so we hear it's James with Weekend RVing.
Yeah,
Well, good
James
morning,
is,
James.
yeah,
Geez.
they're both working, but
Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much for popping by, even while you're at work. Linda Barker, nice of you to come over from the Truckers Channel. Um,
Patrick. His name's Patrick.
Patrick. Okay, Patrick. Let me put that in
Nice. Now we
in the
got
guest
now we got your name.
and see. Yeah,
Patric. Yep. Okay.
Patrick.
Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
you're on the guest list.
I'm not as good as Millie. Millie remembers everybody's name. For Weekend RVing, she's on it. I need that cheat sheet.
7 people joined us so far. So who else we got? Oh, Justin and Christina's RV van life.
Oh, hi.
Well, good morning, guys. How are you? Where are you guys sitting today?
They're in Montreal, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
That's what they were just talking to Bob. I think they were on Bob's channel.
Yeah, well, we were kind of going between Bob's and was it the Trucker's Life or
Truckers. Yep.
let's see, the thought we yeah this Trucker's Life.
This Trucker's
Yeah,
Life. That's
yeah,
the one we were on.
yeah.
And Bob's adventure, but he changed his name.
Yeah, I'm kind of not sure, but everybody knows Bob's Adventure.
Everybody knows Bob.
Yeah, Bob's.
Everybody
So
knows
we're there.
Bob.
Gemini 15. Well, good morning. I think you are a new visitor. Let me go check. Quickly check.
Gemini 15. This trucker's life. I saw you guys there.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
Awesome. Let's
Awesome.
see, Jen.
Do we have you?
No, we don't. So
Oh,
we will put
we're
you
going to
on.
be new subs.
Yeah, there you go. Are you guys, Gemini 15, are you a content creator or a trucker's life? Saw you
Yep.
guys there. There you
Yep.
go. Awesome. Well, thank you. Let us know if you're a content creator. Um, we can promote your channel and kind of get people heading your way if you
Yeah,
are.
because Justin and Christina's RV van life, they're from Montreal, I believe, because we were talking to Mimi and they
Right.
were on Bob's channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was really multitasking,
He
trying to
was,
get.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm trying to
So
keep him straight.
so Justin and Christina. Uh, oh, Quebec. Okay, so
Yep.
all I have in the guest list is that you're from Quebec. So where do you guys call home? Just let us know.
I think he said Montreal. I think they
I
said Montreal.
We are in
Yep.
Montreal, Quebec today.
Yep.
Okay, so
Perfect.
is that where you call home, or are you guys just traveling Canada? Um, so I think you guys are from Quebec, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
It's called the plus 50 syndrome. You know, once you hit 50, memory just starts going. So, you know, that's why we have a guest list.
He
To
calls it a guest list. I call it an Excel spreadsheet because that's what it is.
It's the guest list. It's our friend list. So every time we meet a new friend, we go visit them and friend them and like them and
Oh, Gemini 15. It says Las Vegas,
Las Vegas.
and they have a YouTube channel. I don't want to say he or she because I'm not totally sure.
Okay, so yeah, so we met Mimi
And
out of.
and Patrick is from New Hampshire.
Well, there you go. Patrick is from New Hampshire. Okay.
Perfect.
Gemini 15.
There was a lot of French-speaking people in Bob's Adventure today.
There was.
Yep. Adventure on Wheels. That's it. He
Oh,
changed it to
okay.
Adventure on Wheels because he's
Gemini
yeah.
15. Okay. And so did Mr. Gemini 15 or Mrs. Okay, Gemini 15 Las Vegas. Yes, we got a YouTube channel. Awesome.
Oh, good morning, Roy. Roy and Becky.
So let me let's see, how does that work again? How do we give them how do we give them a wrench? I forget how to do
Oh
that.
boy.
I thought you could do it from the chat.
Isn't it on the side?
I thought you could do it right from the chat, but I don't know if it's from
Oh, I can't.
the
I'm not a.
actual.
Yep.
Give me a minute, and I have to.
I have a
Right from the
wrench.
chat, but I don't. There we go. Gemini 15. Yeah, I have to do it from the chat. So.
Oh yeah, right there.
So. Oh, I thought I could. Hang on. Oh, oh. Yeah, add as moderator. Okay.
That's a wrench, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't have moderators, so it's a little difficult for us. I'll tell you what. We'll add you to the fret list, and then next time we'll be able to drop your wrench. So I am going to close
I keep a
this.
YouTube address book. It helps me keep 300 plus channels straight. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Linda, you are not kidding. That's awesome.
Let's see. We are sitting at 193 now.
Yeah. We have yeah. Gemini 15 is 193 now.
193.
Yep.
Okay. So we will go check you out. We will definitely become friends. You know, today. I try to keep up on that because there's so many new people that we meet, so that's awesome. We still kind of, as much as we have good bandwidth, it's difficult. Like I even had it on the TV, trying to run through our other account, but it starts to chew up the bandwidth, and I think we would start getting a little grainy. Things start to slow down. So we thought
James caught it. You got a good eye, James. The one camera shows blue and the one camera shows purple.
So this camera over here is my Samsung phone. So that's why we ditched our iPhones. The image is so much better. The color, the actual color capture is much
This
better.
this is the purple is the true color. It's purple.
It's that one. It's that one. And so this is a Logitech. This one here.
Hey, we could have that. Remember how they had that dress? Is it black?
Oh
Right?
yeah.
What
So
color is it?
so maybe we have to upgrade our webcam. Uh, but we're running an external because the laptop is over here, and then the big monitor, separate monitor is here.
Yeah.
So this is what we look at, or at least try to look into, and that's our big screen, so it doesn't have a built-in webcam. So there we go. Um, so on Wednesdays we also have a live where we talk about traveling in Baja. Today is more about whatever you guys want to talk about, but probably more about RV living full time. The types of campers, um, how to maintain campers, great add-ons, accessories, things like that. Today, we're going to preview our Tuesday video where we ran into some difficulty. We had basically a suspension failure when we were down in Cabo that we noticed, and when we started thinking back as to when it happened, um,
They have
we had been driving like that for at least a week,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
the really scary part.
They have these bumps, these long bumps. We call them
Speed bumps?
speed bumps. They call them topes down there. And they had just put some in the dirt road going to our land, and they were really big. I even think they put tires,
Yeah.
and then they put dirt on top of that or sand on top of that, and they pack it down. They were huge.
And then they also put new ones, asphalt ones in Todos Santos. They put three of them. And for the first week, there was one that I kept forgetting about, and I hit it fast and hard a few times. And I remember when it went snap, I heard that we all commented because Sue and Henry were with us. We were driving around picking up supplies, and we both said, that didn't sound good. And it didn't. So without further ado, let's bring up the video. And let's watch the preview. I'm just going to make sure everything's maximum volume. Yeah, everything's maximum volume. So let's have a listen. What a find on Cerritos Beach on our way down to Cabo. What a find on Cerritos Beach on our way down to Cabo.
Hi, I'm Tracy,
And I'm Christian.
and we are Tumbleweed RV Life.
We decided to live our lives today and now, and not wait till tomorrow or someday. So what are we doing today, Mama? So what are we doing today, Mama? So what are we doing today, Mama?
Well, right now we're checking out an RV park that's on iOverlander. It's by Cerritos Beach. It says there is a dump station, which we don't know where it is.
And there is Cerritos Beach. It looks like you can camp here. We're not sure if it's paid for or not. We'll try to find out. iOverlander indicates that it is under construction or it is not ready yet for full camping, but looks like people are camping here, and I'd be pretty sure that they're boondocking for free.
Oh yeah, there's a few people here.
So what are we doing for the rest of today?
Well, we're going to Cabo.
And we're doing Walmart, Costco, and spending a little bit of time with our family.
See.
So we just wanted to show you what our routine is in terms of gathering supply when we go into town.
Oh my God, honey. Why is there a bump here?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What's happening? Oh my God. The shackle's broken. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We got to get that fixed right away.
Right away.
I guess when you're on the road full time, stuff happens and you got to deal with it.
Yeah. And it has to be dealt with right now
Right
before
now.
we put the truck camper back on.
All right. So come on along. Maybe we're not going to have so much fun, but we'll get this fixed. Perfecto. So that was terrifying,
That was
actually,
terrifying.
because once we realized what was going on in the rear suspension, anytime we hit a tope or bumps or potholes, it was like it did not feel good or sound good in the back end. So it was, and we had been riding like that.
We didn't realize
We
it.
didn't realize.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure for at least a week. I mean, we weren't loaded. We didn't have the camper on, but I think a lot of you have seen the videos about the washboard, getting out of our property. So, and we would travel out of the property at least 2-3 times a week, maybe even a little bit more with Sue and Henry, to see, to sightsee.
You want to hit that question by Patrick there?
Which one?
That one.
This one here? Did you have to take it to Ford? No, actually it was a local provider. I think Ford would have really ripped us off. The Ford dealer is in San Jose. We would have to go further.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper we had Manuel with us, and I don't know if you noticed him in the video. Let's see here if I could start this over again.
He's was he in the video?
Yeah, you could see him a little bit, right?
Right. No, that's not Manuel.
Right,
Right there.
There. So let's share the screen again.
That guy right there in the black shirt.
So there you go.
That's our son Manuel.
There's Manuel. So we drove around. Him and I drove around a fair bit. We went to tire and shock places, but we were finally referred to this shop, and it's always nice to have Manuel do uh,
The
basically
interpretation.
the interpreter. I mean, we would have got it too, but this was a brand new shop, and if we go to near the end, right there, so this was a local shop that we found.
Ces
So
salons-là.
yeah, and
Suspensions des salons-là.
and he didn't have the exact shackle uh, that we needed. Um, I'm just going to remove that. He didn't have the exact shackle, so that's why you kind of saw him kind of working on the pile away from the truck, because I think they had to bore open for the bolt, and that's why he was having such a hard time knocking that bolt in.
Yeah.
And so he modified an existing shackle, and that shackle is actually, I think, more heavy duty than what we had on there. So there's certain things you have to trade when you're down there that you're probably not going to get exactly OEM type parts and workmanship. But when I was watching the guy work, I was very confident that the guy knew what he was
He
doing.
knew what he was doing. Yeah.
All the water trucks, you could see them. One came in, so there's a huge number of water trucks delivering water everywhere in Cabo. So, and they go down some pretty rough roads, and those trucks are pretty old. So there is a big market down there for suspension shops like this guy, heavy duty. And there's not that many heavy duty shops. It was hard to find. So this guy had just opened. Everything was new. As you can see, there's no roof. Above the shop, you're kind of in open air, but everything's brand
But he had
new.
a pit, which I was shocked.
Well,
I didn't know that
he had to put in his facilities.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So see, he was working to the side here. He was trying to modify the shackle to make it work. And
I thought he was taking it from another. I wasn't there. You were with Manuel, so yeah. But anyway, so it worked.
yeah, so it did work. So
I just said though that I was hoping that somebody asked how come it wasn't reinforced to begin with, and I just said, well, hopefully this will help people if they buy the truck to be aware of that and take
Yeah.
precautions or whatever.
And we haven't had a chance to take the truck back to Ford for its servicing, after being gone for 9 months. And I think at this point we're due for probably a differential oil flush, changing the differential oil, and perhaps other fluids too, maybe the transfer case, because we did use the 4x a fair bit, because when we don't have the camper, it's so light on the back end that if we didn't run 4x on that washboard, we would be chewing up our rear tires like crazy. And it tends to the back end tends to kind of float on top of the gravel. So we definitely need some service there, and I was going to have them look at it. But again, I I trust more kind of the chat groups. We're part of a Facebook F450 group.
Yeah.
And I would trust them more. Now, I kind of know why that shackle did break, and I am concerned about the other one and maybe changing the other one. There could be hairline cracks in it that we haven't seen yet. When we were coming down, these towns have big topes, and the small towns away from tourist areas, there's no paint on them, so you can't see them. And if there's nobody in front of you slowing down for it, we were running slow in the town, right? We're only doing 25 miles an hour, but we hit a couple.
Oh yeah.
Also, when we crossed the border,
Yeah.
we had the light changed, and that's the worst place to not stop or burn a red light. And we ended up burning it. It was way past amber, but so we rushed through the intersection, and it was really rough, and it was not good. The cab over hit the roof of the truck, and
you could feel it.
It was not good, and a couple of other times too. So we're sure that just the added pounding and being a little heavy contributed to it. It wasn't the sole source. It didn't break because we had the camper and it was too heavy, but all that contributed to breaking the shackle. And so now we're thinking, we should probably change the other one. Da 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 da. Do we wait till it breaks? You don't want it to break with the camper on.
No.
This was fortunate. We didn't have the camper on when it
Yeah.
broke, because that would have been, I think, a whole different. Not only would have
I
come
think it would have punched through the
the actual camper,
Yeah.
the underneath the underbelly of the camper. So, I guess we dodged a bullet there with that one.
But yeah.
So, any other questions? Do we have any other questions? There's Bob. Hey, Bob. How's it going? Oh, Roy and Becky. Hello, James. James, was it Ewing?
Yep.
Ewing?
Yep.
Ewing?
Yeah. He's the
Wow.
one that asked that question.
Yeah, it was bad. It was scary. Like the reaction recreation was even a little more tame than
it was yeah.
it was.
We kept it PG.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was WTF, and we found it in Walmart when we were loading our water bottles.
Yeah.
And it was exactly those words. Why is there a bump here underneath the map?
Yeah.
And the camera did not give it justice. It was a good bump. It was a good 3-4 inches.
It was a good bump.
Up.
Yeah.
So it was scary. It was really scary. But we got it fixed. I'm going to see.
Did you repair the truck bed, Linda asked?
No. It's
still a hole.
Yeah, the mat is still there. Actually, the camper's still on the truck, so we haven't even taken the camper off. We got back. We didn't take it off, and then we went to Alberta.
Yeah.
Once we finished our 14-day isolation, we went to Alberta, back to the RV dealership, and we had some work done on Tristan. And then we came back to Regina, and we've been parked here all summer in our spot. So we hummed and hawed. Are we taking the truck off? Are we taking the truck off, or are we taking the camper off the truck? Because at one point, we're not confident that the borders are going to open. They announced yesterday again that they're extending now from August 21st to September 21st, border closures, the Canada-US border, and I imagine Mexico to follow, will continue to be closed to non-essential travel. We are 99% sure that we are not traveling in the camper down to Mexico this year. So now we're having to do something that we never planned on doing, which is winterizing the camper. We're going to have to close it up. So for me to get to the lithium battery, we actually have to take the camper off the truck because the panel isn't accessible when it's on the truck.
Yeah, it's in between the truck and the.
And the thing is that we have a couple of loads, electrical loads, that are directly tied to the battery. So even if we we have a master disconnect in the back, and there's another one I can turn off the breaker from the panels to the charge controller and battery. However, there's a couple of loads. So one is the fan for the composting toilet, and the other one is the color control monitor, solar kind of control panel. And they're both directly tied. So it's either I disconnect them inside, like I take the shroud for the vent line for the composting toilet off and disconnect the wires there, and disconnect at the basically at the color control panel. And then hopefully when I cut the master breaker in the back and the breaker off the solar panel, that will stop the charging or the discharging, because I can also turn off the inverter charger, so I can actually turn it off so it doesn't drain, it doesn't try to charge the battery. So when it gets cold, below 5 degrees Celsius, which is about, I think, 37-40 degrees Fahrenheit, you cannot charge a lithium battery, at least not ours. I think all lithium batteries. You can discharge them, you can drain power out of them, but you cannot charge them back up in the cold. So that is the dilemma. The ultimate solution would be to take the camper off the truck and disconnect all the wires, all the connections off the battery. So I've got a master disconnect, and then I could just take the negative pole and just take all the wires off the negative. But then there's no power to the camper. And so if we want to reload or adjust, there's no power. So we're in this catch-22, and we'd rather just leave the camper on the truck for the winter and, use the jacks as much as possible and spread the load between the jack legs and the truck. So take some of the load off the suspension and not put all the load on the jack legs, because the jack legs is a weak part of of the truck camper, unfortunately. So we're starting to think about that, and so if I disconnect inside, then we have to turn the power off and then see through the battery monitor, which is also directly connected, but I don't think it takes really anything. It's just a little, it doesn't really rob any power. And just to see if the battery maintains its level, because what we don't want to do is leave the camper for the winter, something robs all the power and drains the battery to zero and stays at zero throughout the winter cold. That would be a very expensive battery
Oh
replacement.
yeah.
So again, the ultimate solution, take it off the truck and disconnect the battery, everything from the battery, like physically take everything off the battery. I have disconnects. I have all the proper disconnects. However, because of the composting toilet nature, we decide to tie that little computer fan that's inside the shroud to vent the composting toilet. They recommended that we put that directly to the battery, and same thing with the color controller. That way you can see what's going on with your solar system even when all the power is shut down. These are not big loads. So stay tuned. We'll certainly let you know what we decide to do with that one.
Patrick just asked if it's a brand new truck. Ford would have to put a new truck bed on it. X24. That's Patrick.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I just said that then I said but we would think about it, but I don't think that you decided that you wanted to do that.
Well, I don't know if it's a warranty item because it wasn't proper use, right? They could argue so many things, like it was hard service. Should have stood up, maybe. We can try.
That's what he asked. He says, would Ford you void the Ford warranty if Ford dealer does not do the repair?
Right. So we didn't really have a choice, did we? So I mean, we could pursue it. It's like when we, if and when we do sell this truck at the end of this journey, which is probably never, this thing will be very well used. We're not worried about resale value and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. The trip to Baja took a beating.
Yeah, we don't expect this truck, to be sold separately.
No.
I don't think we'd buy another truck. And in 10, 15 years from now, and that's why we went with the diesel and all that. We wanted the longevity, and this truck camper. We'll probably sell it as a package. It'll probably be easier for somebody to get this.
Yeah.
But get this set up. It'll be affordable, for whoever picks this up in 10 years from now.
Right. Exactly.
Yes. Well, the warranty is going to be expiring here too in December. So, we have to make that decision. I have to go back to Alberta, but we could deal with a dealer here, which again is to, I mean, the other thing I could do too is take that, see, there's actually the battery management or the battery monitor has to be plugged directly to the battery. Don't ask me why. It's just the way it measures the voltage. I really don't think it takes that much power. I think the biggest one that would trickle away would be that computer fan. I think even though it's probably a fraction of an amp, I think over 6, 8, 9 months, I think it would eventually drain the battery.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
So, well, we'd have to take the camper off for me to go service the truck and have them look at it, which I need to do. I think I'd want to have all fresh fluids in it ready to go for next spring.
You think we would do it before we decide what we're doing this winter?
I wanted to, yeah. So we're at the point now where we hate taking the camper off the truck. It's just The jack legs are so weak. We just had all the motors repaired, and
You know,
we don't want to burn them out again.
we get asked that question. Like, I don't know, for a camper that has 3 slides, why would they have the jacks be so weak? Like, why would they be so flimsy and so weak? I just don't get it.
It's because the jack manufacturers don't build jacks that are really designed to take the load. They're designed for dry weight, and
Yeah, but the dry weight is already, you said that
it's high,
it's too
and
heavy.
it will work, but our wet weight is um,
You mean they don't even account for the fact that you have water?
no. It's based on it's just it's a it's a commonly reported problem. The jacks are the weak point of truck campers. The next one is the seal, when it's basically molded fiberglass and the top and bottom come together and there's a seal along the outside edge, like on Lance campers have that.
Yeah.
Northern Light have those. That is the next weak point. That's a weak point for leaks. But jacks, everybody has problems with jacks. Now, also because so it's okay to live in a truck camper when it is not on the truck. Absolutely, that's the whole idea of the truck camper, is that you can separate it from the truck and then have the truck as a
We did
touring
it in
vehicle.
Baja. We did it on the land. That's how we were able to go into town. We just took the truck. We left the camper.
Yeah, I mean everything's accessible when it's off the truck. To
That's
hook
how we
up,
got the water,
you
the
know,
food, everything. Yeah.
yeah, everything still runs.
Yep.
So I've seen I've seen your video on the inside, and you overloaded it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty.
Roy and Becky, um, they don't include water, battery, or propane, or even supplies. You're right, Roy, or Becky, or whoever's talking, but it's true.
Yeah, we are definitely overloaded.
But they
Uh,
don't. But they don't. For the jacks, I think that's what he's talking
yeah,
about. For
for
the
the
jacks,
jacks,
they don't include all
they
that.
they they should be fine. But this is some of the history on this truck camper, is that it sat in the lot and it went to a lot of trade shows, and we bought it. And before we took delivery of it, I was going out to the lot to measure it for the solar panels.
Yes.
And we had noticed that the front legs are the ones that actually roll out, right, to allow the dualies to go through, and then
Yeah.
they close back in once it's on. They close back in once they're on the truck.
Yes.
But we noticed that they were bent. They were really bent, out of shape. And we've noticed now that when we do have it off the truck and all the load, we don't have the camper actually braced from underneath, that the front legs start to toe out.
Hmm.
And we can actually see the silicone bead along the bracket is separating. So there's definitely a lot of weight
Yeah.
there, and definitely more weight than the design.
Hmm.
Again, it's all fine when it's empty, and when you're weekenders, you only throw a few things.
Exactly.
But we're full time, so there's certain things that we don't compromise on. And because we go to Baja, we carry extra stuff, and everything adds up. And
If you don't take like some of the stuff that we took, we're gonna have to do a video on that because some of the stuff we took we didn't use, but most of it we did,
mhm,
and especially in Baja, like on the land, we used most of it. Clothes, I kept going through clothes because we only went once a week, and sometimes not even to get our clothes washed. So, and then we did all that work on the land,
yeah,
so we went through a lot of clothes, like dirty clothes.
yeah.
So,
And there's certain things that we have as a backup, but you take a chance and not take it.
right.
Now we realize that we can pick up pretty much anything down there. We kept a list of things we couldn't find,
Mhm.
so we're gonna
Yes.
basically focus
Yeah.
on those items. But there's still some things that we can take out of here.
Yeah.
But we won't compromise. We have cast iron pot and fry pans,
Because
couple.
because I like to cook on an open fire out there, and if I cook on an open fire, cast iron is the best.
It's the only way. Well, you don't want to go with an aluminum or
No,
even
I
the
don't like
nice
aluminum.
like stainless steel.
I don't like aluminum.
So, so there's compromises to be made. The other thing is our composting media. We got back, and supply
Right.
chain was a problem, right? We started looking for for our bricks. So the manufacturers where we started ordering them, and they were out of stock. Amazon was out of stock. The only thing we could find was actually bags of pre-mixed, ready to go. So it's got the moisture. The bricks are compacted, dehydrated, and you put them in water, and they rehydrate. And that's the way to go because we can carry a lot of bricks without having all that moisture weight. Well, we ended up ordering the pre-done bags, and they're heavier, and they're under the bed right now. And so it's adding weight again to that cab over, right? The cab over just basically, really flexes the more weight we put in there, and we've been trying to reduce that weight. So we still haven't gone through. I emptied the truck and I emptied the side cargo hatch where all the tools are, took some stuff out, but then most of it went all back in again. So we're not really getting further ahead on that. So maybe we don't travel with as much water.
Is it raining again?
It's raining a bit. So there's definitely compromises to be made. So good morning, Captain Jack. Who else do we have here? I think we already said good morning to Roy and Becky.
Yeah. Patrick, we said good morning to.
Yeah, I think we got everybody here. So we have 11 people. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for coming.
Who else? Yeah, I think that's it. Captain Jack. Ahoy, Tracy. And I am doing good. So, Captain Jack.
Oh, he's going live in a few minutes. Perfect. So we can go.
So at the top.
Jump on over there.
Okay, yeah, Captain Jack at the top of the hour. Yeah, we only stay on for an hour.
Yep.
So we'll been
pop over to you.
We've been talking about the suspension failure this morning. So
and our poor truck.
Yeah. So what we will do is, that's muted, and then I'm gonna add this over here. So we'll just play something. This is we'll just play.
Oh yeah, we had a turtle release yesterday.
Yesterday. So.
That was fun. If you ever do go to Baja, find a turtle release somewhere and just go. I mean, they are the cutest little things. Oh my God.
Yeah, we had a really good time there doing that. And that was fun. So
that was fun.
We let them know that we were YouTubers, so they did help us out a little bit. So they gave us.
They gave us a bucket to do.
So we were one of the people that got to actually release.
Oh.
So we were right by it, so we had that footage, so we could actually get really up close.
Yeah.
With them walking down the beach, so it was fun.
Oh my God, they're the cutest little things. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, and even like they're showing on you got the whales there. We see a lot of whales from where we are. We can see them coming up, and all you see is a puff of water, and then you know where they are. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you get it.
And you can hear them sometimes too,
yeah,
eh?
And in breach, sometimes you can actually see them breach.
Yeah. And when we were there with Sue and Henry, some of them would jump. They would jump and they'd do a twist. It was like they were dancing for us. It was really cool.
Yeah, so we had fun with that. So there's more videos coming. So the turtle release was also during the time that Sue and Henry were with us, and so. As much as you don't really see them, they're just having little cameos. So Sue is actually asking questions right here. There's Sue and Henry. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but here we'll make it a little bigger. So that's Sue and Henry right here. And in the previous video in the morning when we were doing the campground review, they were in the background, basically walking around while we did our video on the way down to. Before we went down to Cabo.
But that video came out yesterday, so check it out because those are they're so cute.
Yeah, we had fun with that. So
the kids loved it.
Lots of videos coming your way. We starting to catch up. February will be done here. I was looking at March footage, and March we got really busy with working on the land. So I started editing where we did the cement landing pads for the jacks at the land, and it's going to go pretty fast now. End of March, we actually left and closed everything up, and we're on our way home and decided to turn around, and that's where we stayed on the beach at La Balandra, Tecolote, which was last Friday's video, I believe, we went up there and we said we may have to come back here with the truck camper.
Yeah.
And we do actually go back there, and we spent
Yeah.
a week there just as the My Sharona Cyrus was kicking in.
Yeah.
And we spent a week, and we felt the urgency to go back to our land and get set up there. And we got set up for a longer term stay, like increasing the amount of water and propane that we had out there, and picked up some food. So that's coming down the pipe. Um, we're still committed to doing 2 videos a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, to get caught up. If we push it too fast, we won't have any content if we can't get out of here. But we will, we have a Cabo St. Lucas playlist before we went full time, before we did the whole RV life.
Yes.
But when we were thinking about, we committed, but we hadn't moved forward on anything yet. So it'll probably be more kind of touristy, Cabo St. Lucas area.
Yeah.
And in that area, and kind of do more of those things again.
Are you saying when we go back?
When we go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to actually close the border solid for us to not be in the Cabo St. Lucas
There's the
area.
little guy. Isn't he the cutest?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They are so cute. I can't even. That was an Olive Wrigley. The one that we were releasing. Oh, they're cute. But yeah, so we're still going to be snowbirds, but we'll be literally flying snowbirds.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. We'll still have, I think we have content. We're 6 months behind. So, and we got back in May.
Yeah.
So May, June, July, August, September, October. And we still have to do videos in terms of one year review on the camper and truck. Now we did a 3 likes and dislikes video.
Mm-hmm.
So that's.
You make it small, man.
Sorry.
You make it small.
Why?
Oh.
So they see us?
Yep.
That doesn't matter.
Oh.
The video is more fun.
Yeah, it is more fun. It was more fun.
So we'll have content all the way into Christmas. And also the actual decision making process and booking airfares and the travel down with the My Sharona, because they're already preparing us, for the second wave, and basically on what they're saying now in the news, it's obvious that we're going into probably a harder lockdown here in the fall.
Yeah, but I'll be busy. My daughter's having the baby, so we'll be new grandparents. We'll be busy for a little bit. Well, not so much Papa, but
I'll be busy editing those 2 videos a week. So that takes at least a day each video to do. From morning to probably mid-afternoon to get a video out. So let's see, where are we? 10 minutes left. Does anybody have any questions for us before we start wrapping this up? Put it in the chat, and we'll get to those.
Yep.
Let's see what else.
Oh, Thrifty Angela. Hello.
Hello, Thrifty Angela.
She snuck in there while I wasn't looking.
There you go. So we are 10 left. 10. Thank you so much. We're getting slowly creeping up on our watch hours.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, we really appreciate. Sure, go ahead and run a playlist, but we're hoping to kind of grow the watch hours naturally through people watching our videos. 1, 2 at a time. We'd rather that you actually watch the video and leave a comment, not go through let the whole playlist run, because that will come back and bite us next year when all those massive blitz hours drop off.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. You mentioned that. I don't know how that stuff works, because
4,000 hours in the last 12 months.
Ah, okay.
So when once we get into July, August drops off next year, if that was a big peak in watch hours, they drop off and we could potentially drop below 4,000. We're hoping that we're going to keep building way beyond 4,000 hours, and then it won't be so much of a concern. We're not worried about being
No,
monetized. You know
like
what?
we started this channel like we said, for our memories, to remember all of our um, excursions and fun, for the grandkids, for the kids, just for memories. And we're just very, very blessed to have met so many awesome people, and just blessed to be able to do this. So I'm just happy.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, now up to 13, it's really fluctuating. That's great. So,
Look at the babies, though. Oh, aren't they the cutest? I can't. I think I'll be watching this video the most. I just that was a fun day.
yeah, it was. It
That
was.
was a fun day.
It was. It was something else.
Look
It,
look at them. Aren't they the cutest? Oh, I can't.
yeah, and I think everybody has seen this like on TVs and documentaries,
Oh yeah.
but
Like, I mean, I have too, but I up close and personal like that, that's just,
it,
you
it.
gotta do it. Anybody that goes, you get the chance, please do it, because you will not regret. It was so much fun.
Hey, James Cantonese, how is your day going? Thanks for joining us. Um, so we'll start winding down. So we also have a live stream on Wednesday. We're looking for that slot. I think we're going to be moving to 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain Time, 5 Pacific. So it'd probably take us a little bit to find a slot. As people say, just pick one, and it doesn't matter if we're at the same time as other people. And that's probably what's going to happen. We are going to find a slot. We're keeping track of who else is going live at the same time, and so we will pick a slot there. The Wednesday night live stream is specifically about traveling in Baja. You know, you know, helping people out with the travel club that we use. I'm just gonna update that, not scroll it, save. So I'll just put it up. So, oh no, that's the wrong one. Oh, I don't have it here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kathy's here. Chatty Kathy.
Chatty Cathy. Hello, Chatty Cathy. So it's going to be more about. So we'll go to the branding. So it's more about live chat travel Baja and discover Baja Travel Club and what's available there. And then we talked a little bit. So last Wednesday was a lot about crossing the border and the paperwork and insurance and everything that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So the Wednesday chats will be more about the experience of traveling down and what you can expect to find and do's and don'ts and what we saw and what we're going to go back to and what people are interested in. And really getting your questions and answering your questions. We're going to be looking for a lot of feedback that way. And hopefully provide a little bit of interest and some valuable information there.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 minutes left. So also we also have. I'm just going to put this back here and
Oh, the
there.
duel.
There we go.
The duel.
So we're back to hey, hello. So we'll just mention again our charities that we support.
They're at the bottom of the screen there.
Yeah.
They're at the ticker.
So you can basically go to in the links below. All the links are there to go to their Facebook pages, and if you'd like to donate and help them out with a small contribution, especially now that the tourist industry has been decimated
Oh,
down
they're
there.
hurting. Everybody's hurting.
They're hurting really bad.
Everybody's hurting really bad. Our son Manuel was in the tourist industry, and now he opened up a restaurant out of his home, and he sells burritos and taco meals. So
yeah, beef based, so
beef
carne.
based, yeah,
so everything carne with special spicing and
it looks really good though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I was there, I'd be probably having that every day.
Yeah.
But I don't eat meat right now, so.
So, or you can also contribute through our PayPal account. we encourage people to go direct. That way, we're not, we stay at arm's length, and there's no doubt that the money is going to the organization. We definitely have a soft spot for El Ranchito because that's where Pepita came from. That's where we got Pepita, and I'm sure that if we fly down, um, right now we don't have a place that we found that we can bring our pets down, but we will fly. We will carry, like we'll bring dogs, a dog or two back for El Ranchito or Baja Critters to fly them home to their new home.
Or you never know.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Person who wants the dog back in Canada, you're not going to get it.
You might not.
Because we'll end up keeping
Don't say that. I'm just joking.
it. Okay.
We're really happy with ones we have, but we never say never.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm still looking for my my Cassie
Yeah.
and maybe even another Negrita.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if we'd come back with a big dog. It'd be a little tougher to have a bigger dog.
It is
in the
harder
camp.
to have a big
Yeah,
dog.
in the
Well,
camper.
you've seen the inside of the camper in the videos. It's
I mean, there's a lot of van lifers out there that do have big dogs.
they do.
I
I
just
don't know how they do it.
though.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wow.
the beds aren't that big, and
I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know.
I mean, we could, but it makes cleanup a little harder. So that's Wednesdays and Saturdays is just this format. It's, just talking about where we're at in our video releases and our experiences, with respect to those. Well, the autofocus is having problems.
Hey. That's fun.
So join us again on Wednesday. We'll see you on Wednesday
Yeah.
and next Saturday.
We're gonna go bug Captain Jack.
We're going to Captain Jack, so let's go drink some rum and try to stay level on the deck of the ship. Okay, and on that note, we'll see you on the next one.